Hi YouTube friends and family, thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Tell Me Now TV, where we're not messy, but we will get into some mess. This video is actually overdue. I wanted to do it a couple of days ago, but life got in the way and I didn't get to it. And now I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I even have more updated information for you. So according to the Hollywood Reporter, not only did Jason Mitchell's agent and management team drop him, but his lawyer dropped him as well. And that blows my mind, because attorneys are there to help you through this kind of thing. Also, the Hollywood Reporter is reporting that the Shy's showrunner, Ayanna Floyd Davis, filed a complaint against Jason Mitchell as well. Now, if you're not aware, a showrunner is like the HBIC of the show. They're the one that's there every day. They're the one that makes sure that everything is running smoothly on set. They are in charge. So Ayanna Floyd Davis is a Black female showrunner, and she said everyone knew what was happening, including Lena Waithe. Lena Waithe is the creator of The Shy. She's an executive producer and she's a writer on the show. And I'm going to give you a little bit more tea on that a little bit later. But getting back to Ayanna, she is quoted as saying, "As showrunner, I did everything I could to deal with his behavior by speaking with the studio's HR department multiple times and instructing one actress to call HR herself before I became a target of his rage and inappropriateness and had to report him to HR as well." She went on to say, "When I took the helm in season 2, it was Lena who informed me of the issues between Jason Mitchell and Tiffany Boone from season 1, and that Tiffany was thinking of leaving the show because of it. As a result of this information, I discussed Tiffany's claims with the studio's HR department and set up HR presentations for the writers, cast, and crew. Ultimately, everyone was well aware of Jason's behavior and his multiple HR cases, including Lena, creator and executive producer of the show, who is very involved at the studio and network level." So my question was, did Lena Waithe know? Well, Lena just did an interview on The Breakfast Club, and this interview gave me everything that I needed to come full circle in my mind on what happened. So on The Breakfast Club, Lena said that she spoke with Tiffany Boone after season 1 wrapped. She found out what was going on, and she decided to hire a Black female showrunner, which is Ayanna Floyd Davis, to help quell some of that. The previous showrunner was a white male named Elwood Reed, R-E-I-D. Now, Elwood Reed declined to comment, but people close to him are saying that supposedly he didn't know any of this harassment was going on. We'll probably never know what Elwood knew or not. So Lena went on to say on The Breakfast Club that she told the showrunner, Ayanna, what had happened, and that the showrunner said that she was going to work it out with HR. And the reason that Jason was brought back for season 2 is because both parties agreed to come back. So apparently there was some discussion, they came to agreement. Jason decided, that he would come back. Tiffany decided that she would come back. Now keep in mind, Lena is not on set day to day. It is the showrunner's responsibility to make sure that everything is running smoothly. So Lena found out that Jason was coming back, Tiffany was coming back, so she's like, cool. Now, the writers had a sexual harassment training, and then there was also sexual harassment training done on set for cast and crew. And this is where I think that they made their mistake. It's cool to give everyone a general training on sexual harassment, it's always good to have that reminder. But when you have someone that is actually doing it, you need to have an eyeball to eyeball, come to Jesus meeting with that person. And so far, I have not found anything where HR called Jason Mitchell to the carpet and told him that there are consequences for his actions. It only makes sense because that's why he continued to sexually harass on into season 2. He was not given the proper consequences. Now, I found out from the Breakfast Club interview that Lena did have a conversation with Jason, and she said something to him along the lines of, you need to treat every woman the way that you treat me, because apparently he treats Lena with respect. And although that was a good attempt on her part, based off of what we're hearing about his behavior, he needed to have a much stronger conversation than just treat other women the way that you treat me. That was just too soft. He needed to come to Jesus kind of conversation, and he hasn't had that. Now, on the Breakfast Club, Lena also said that she really does not have the power that people think that she has. Like, she doesn't have the power to fire him, and she could also get fired from her own show, and she just did not have the power to do anything. But I'm side-eyeing that, Lena, because back in June of 2018, you did an article with The Hollywood Reporter where it's quoted that you said, if you want to play that game and be disrespectful or misbehave on set with an actress or anyone, I'll happily call Showtime and say, this person has to go. And you'll get shot up and it will be a wonderful finale. End quote. So which is it, Lena? Is it the powerful, strong, take control Lena that you were quoted in the June 2018 Hollywood Reporter article? Or is it the meek, mild, I don't have any say-so, I don't have any power quote that you said on the Breakfast Club the other day? It can't be both. And knowing this business, it was the former. You have more power than what you wielded. Now, getting back to Jason Mitchell, the harassment continued, it escalated, and it spilled over to his new film, Desperados, which was a comedy that was going to be coming out on Netflix. According to multiple sources, Jason made highly inappropriate comments to two of the actresses in Desperados and was also hanging around their trailer on set. There was 2 incidences reported within 4 days. Now, when Netflix got a hold of this information, they immediately did an investigation and told the producers, okay, you guys do what you have to do. And that's when Jason was fired from Desperados and replaced by Lamont Morris. Now, I just have to stop here because Netflix and the producers of Desperados did exactly what they were supposed to do. When they first got wind of this behavior, they investigated it and then they booted him. Where when you look at the producers of The Chi and you look at Showtime, they let this go on for 2 seasons before they did anything. It wasn't until Netflix and the producers of Desperados fired Jason Mitchell that Showtime and the producers of The Chi in turn fired him. So they let it go on far longer than what Netflix did. So I say kudos to Netflix and the producers of Desperados, and big side eye to the producers of The Chi. Now, in addition, Jason Mitchell was also in the movie Kong Skull Island. He cut up on that set as well. Apparently, he got into a severe bar fight. It was so bad that he required medical attention. He got a chipped tooth that they had to fix, and he has a broken blood vessel in his eye in the later part of the film. Now, I have Kong Skull Island. I'm going to have to go back and take a look at that. I vaguely remember it, but I'm going to go back and take a look at that. Also, Jason acted up so bad on that set that he was assigned a quote-unquote minder and was warned to stay out of bars, which he ignored. Okay, so let's run this down. Jason Mitchell was dropped by his agent. He was dropped by his management team. He was dropped by his attorney. He ticked off Showtime. He has ticked off Netflix. He's also ticked off Lionsgate, who was a producer on Desperados. In my opinion, his career is absolutely done. What he has done has been so egregious. It's hit the mainstream hard. And in this time of the Time's Up movement, no one is going to want to take a chance on him. And it's very unfortunate, because like I said before, I think he's a fabulous actor. Now, take a look at Kevin Spacey, who was said to have made inappropriate sexual advances on set, and then Harvey Weinstein. Besides the obvious of them being two white men, both of these men had already made their money, and they're probably still well connected in the industry, where Jason messed up right when his career was getting started, before he could make that bank. So I believe he is going to wind up sinking into obscurity. Now, Miss Ayanna Floyd Davis, she is out as the showrunner for The Chi for season 3. And frankly, I think it's going to be hard for her to get work as a showrunner now. And that is also very unfortunate, because you don't find many black showrunners, and you certainly don't find many black female showrunners. It's a rarity. I mean, that's like finding a pink unicorn with a fluffy purple cottontail. You just don't find that happening. And I think that the reason that she's out is twofold. One, that she threw Lena under the bus, or tried to throw Lena under the bus. And two, most importantly in my opinion, is she did not do her job properly. As the showrunner, it was her job to make sure that the set was safe, and she didn't do her job. As for Lena Waithe, I think that for the most part, she's going to come out unscathed with this. I think that her career as a writer and a producer will continue on, but I think that she learned a hard lesson as well. Anyway, those are my thoughts on it. I would love to hear your thoughts, especially if you think that Jason Mitchell will be able to rebound from this. And what do you think about the way that Showtime handled the situation compared to the way that Netflix handled the situation? Before you go, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, that way you'll know when I upload new videos. And until the next time, you all take care. Bye.